Guys, what's up? I'm going to show you how to play World at War for the split screen. It's not too complicated of a video, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time, and if you have any complications, just tell it in the description and I'll show you how to try and help you as best as I can. Now, the only two programs you're going to need are HotKeyNet and XPadder, which I'll leave in the description. HotKeyNet should just come as this without, well, it's going to come in an install folder with a little bit less of files, and this one is going to be in the download in the description. This is the code I made that will allow you to play with like the controller, so you can have two players. XPadder is a program I'll show you in the description. It's pretty self-explanatory install. So what you're going to do to get started here is, well, first, this is the guy who I was watching originally that I decided to make a help tutorial because it doesn't work anymore. But the only three things you'll need are, from this place, you're going to get the, what does this give you? This is the Lanfix to fix Call of Duty World at War, because originally you can't play LAN and it's like weird. This one is HotKeyNet, and I'm using 210. I don't know what'll be out when you guys watch this video, or well, decide to do it. And then I'm gonna leave a link to my personal media fire, so you guys are able to play, or you guys will be able to like download the two files and the instructions. It'll help you just in case you forget. It's like an instruction I made, so you guys, if you need help remembering how to launch it, because there's a specific way you have to set it up every single time you want to play, and it'll show you how to do that correctly. Now, once you download HotKeyNet, I already have HotKeyNet and the Lanfix, so we're going to start off with the Lanfix because that's the better thing to do. Now, this Lanfix is going to come as a file like this. If you open it up, you just need these two files. What you're going to do is you're going to go into your Steam, and then you're going to go into your Steam apps, Common, Call of Duty World at War, and you are just going, you can already see I have it right here, Lanfix 1 and Lanfix 2. What you're going to do before you do it is you're going to put space Lanfix 1, and then once you actually put it in there, it's going to make, well, you don't need to put a 1 because it's just Lanfix. So you do not want to override this. What you're going to do is you're going to put it in, and I'm sure it wouldn't cause a problem, because all of this Lanfix does is it fixes the LAN problems that original World at War had. Then you're just going to do it again. You're just going to copy this file, and then you are going to rename it. Let's get rid of that and just Lanfix 2, but I already have it, so no, just delete that. So once you do that, you're going to go in the HotKeyNet that I downloaded earlier. I cannot speak today. So you're gonna go into HotKeyNet, and as I said, it's just 3 files. It's not an install. You just put it wherever you want to put it. And I normally make a file, as you saw earlier. I have the file World at War split screen just to keep everything in a small folder. And then you're going to need the last thing, which I said earlier, which I'll leave in the description. Don't think I have a tab open for it for some reason. XPadder. It will be in the description though, so you can just go and download it. It's this. Oh, that's right. Like, this is, I don't know why, but instead of doing like your email and whatnot, I'll just leave a description. It's gonna be this link right. Where's XPadder? Here it is. I'll just leave you this MediaFire link. I trust it. It's not my MediaFire. If you guys prefer my MediaFire, I'll put it on my MediaFire, but I trust it 100%. You can download it. So once you download the XPadder, it's going to come as an install, I'm pretty sure, or does it come as just... None of these files are too big, so they shouldn't take, even with like a slower internet, they shouldn't take too much longer. Don't mind. Shouldn't take too much longer. Here we go. Oh no, it's not an install, it's just this, and you're just gonna make your own folder for it. Put it into a folder, as I did. So I just made an XPadder folder. It will make these two files. You'll need these two files, and I'll put them up in there, in the media firebox, so you can download them. This is the controller setup, and this is just for an Xbox One controller. I don't know what controller you use, but the most console controllers are pretty standard. They all have the same amount of buttons in the same place, pretty much. Like PlayStation and Xbox are the biggest ones you guys will have. If you guys need help setting up an XPadder, it's pretty self-explanatory. But if you guys need help, just say in the description and I'll help you. It's gonna say this change. I mean, I don't know if it tells it for you, but I just say no every time. It doesn't matter. Friends. I know not to put some on you, but don't want that to be loud. Anyways, once you're gonna do this, and you're gonna make make sure you have 2 profiles. You can't do 3. I tried 3. It just doesn't work. I don't know why. You're going to make 2 online profiles. In this tutorial, I'm gonna be using Canon and that one. So this one, you're going to load up, and then you're going to go. I'll show you the actual folder, but I have a shortcut right here, the shortcut. But you go to local disk, and then you user Cameron. Well, mine is Cameron. App data, local Activision, Call of Duty World at War. Then you're gonna go to players, profiles, and then you're gonna see all your profiles that you have. And then this is the active one. So this is the one that you last loaded with. As you can see, it's the same. But you're gonna want to change this to the other profile that you have. I don't know what your name is. So once you change it and you save it and quit out of that. By the way, you can just leave. Make a shortcut to it. Just that. Create a shortcut, so it goes right to it for me. And then you're gonna load up your second screen. And once it goes, this won't work today, see. Did I put this on? Try. Yeah, here we are. Now it's going to make the first one you add boot offline, but as you can see, they're 2 different profiles because we changed the active profile that it would load off of. Now, once you do that, you are going to go into HotKeyNet and you're going to launch it. The launcher is just this. For the first time, it's going to make this log file. It's not going to have this many files. But as you can see, you're gonna, and then you're gonna load, and well, just to make it easier, I put it in the same folder. But this is the World at War Call of Duty, the World at War code that I made. So you're gonna load it for the first time, and it should pretty much automatically load after that. I don't know if it will. And now to work this program, there's instructions that you can download, but to get it to work, it needs to have this different names. But as you can see, the program has Call of Duty, Call of Duty. But if you watch them now, they should be 1 and 2, which they are. And now it'll send. Now you're gonna have to leave. You don't have to leave this one open because it's always in the background right here. No, that's HotKeyNet. XPadder right here. So you can always just leave it in the background, so it's a lot easier. With that. And now once it's actually loaded, it's pretty much done. But you're gonna have to make sure that every single time you play, you have to use the online person as the host. So I would say I was this person. I'd go cooperative, and I'm gonna host a LAN. You have to make sure it's a LAN lobby. Then you're gonna go over here, cooperative, find game, and you can see this one. And if I were to change it, and not the zombies, Doris, and then I were to click refresh, you can see it change to Doris. Okay guys, I have it back fixed. I just had to restart it. I don't know what it was doing, but yeah, I just redid the steps I told you earlier and it fixed itself. So after that, you can just see that they are both loaded. I'll have to reload HotKeyNet because I closed out of it thinking that was something. So now you can just see, and make sure the host is online person, as I said before, or you just won't be able to join. I might have done that and just not realized. So now, as you can see, they're both loading. And I'll grab the controller here because I set it up for my Xbox One controller. If you guys can't figure it out and you need help figuring out what, now I have this gun. As you can see, it's not controlling. Wait, I'll have to unpause it. As you can see, this guy can reload just fine. Whatever buttons. Then if I were to go to my other controller, as you can see, now I'll admit that the controls are wonky. I don't know really any else way to put it, but it'll take a little bit getting used to. I'm sure I've kind of gotten used to it. I still look down really fast when I'm going to the side for some reason. I don't know why it does that. But as you can see, it works just fine. And I can move two guys if you don't believe me. I can move both of them separately. So that's how to play World at War for the split screen. And it's a little bit complicated to change controls. If you guys don't like the controls I have, I would recommend just quote unquote sucking it up and playing it. But if you guys really do not like my controls, if you change the controls, now these will look weird because they're just, it won't make sense really just looking at it, because you're like, I'm not pushing F8 to melee attack, but that's because of this and XPadder, because I set it up so XPadder will change. It pretty much takes this. Okay, this program takes a input from a controller and then outputs it as a key. So I'm like pressing F5 or period or comma, enter key. Oh, that's a numpad enter. And then this program is sending it to both of the programs, sending the specific keys. It just doesn't send every key. Now, if you look at the script and say I go into this one, this is to change controls. Say I change options, wait, controls, and look. say I wanted to change forward W. Say I wanted it to do like, I don't know, R for some reason. I'll just do R. Well, if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna have to find it on this World at War code that I gave you, and I'm gonna have to change this one to R and this one to R. And then I'm gonna have to go, if it's a controller mouse key that you're changing, I don't want that changed. Okay. Change something. Yeah, there we are. If you change a controller one, you're gonna have to change it on here to make sure it's not a used thing. Which, I mean, you don't really have to change the Xbox One with the controller menu unless you are trying to change a specific thing and like empty it out so you can use it on your keyboard controls. But if you do, for some reason, want to change it on the controller setup, you're going to have to get rid of all of this. Oh, I should probably show you guys the setup that I have, because you guys won't have it for the second screen. You're gonna have to set it up depending on that profile. So I'd make a separate profile that you want just for controller controls. So as you can see, this is the buttons that the Xbox One controller would use. And if you were to change them, you would have to change them in this World at War and this program. You're gonna have to find it. I made it a little bit easier for you guys for changing it. The top part, all the way to this big huge space, empty space, all of these are all of the mouse and keyboard controls, and then everything from this point down is the keyboard, the mouse programs, or not the mouse. I cannot speak today. The controller keyboards. So it's all of these inputs. So for you to change them, you have to change them in this and this. I'll show you what I have. This is the WASD. So this is the keyboard controls I have. Nothing is bound here. WASD space and then X. You can pause the video if you need to look at them more closely and take a minute to change them. You can see this, left mouse, unbound, right mouse. Now, this is aim down sights, and this is toggle the aim down sights. It's a little bit confusing if you're not used to it, but I like toggle, so I can just click aim, and it will just hold the aim from one click. Lee, you can pause the video, go back to it. Now it's combat, so now interact is E, and then tab, and F4, and then T is chat. Don't set default. Now this is the, as I said again, this is for the keyboard. Now for the, you're gonna have to have the same as I do unless you change it, as I said before. F7, F6, F5, and here. Combat. Now keypad, KP stands for keypad minus, and then the keypad star, which the star is the, I don't know what you guys would call it. It's just the star looking thing on the keypad. If you don't have a keypad, if you can't figure out how to change it, just tell me and I'll tell you how to, or I'll fix it for you and just send it to you directly, because I don't want you guys to have problems with it. Now what am I on combat? So interact. This is the interact. It's not much to it, and then everything's unbound in voice chat because you don't really need a voice chat when the person next to you can just do it whenever you want. Plus it's just gonna be LAN, you can't really play online with it. But the advantage is you can play all the custom maps, and I really, what did I do? Uh-oh. Now, I really like my custom maps. I have a lot of them. I mean, some of these I've never really played because I got them on laptop, so need to play them. And I haven't really been playing much PC games recently, but I might get back into it, start making YouTube videos, gaming. But that's how to play multiplayer split screen. I'm gonna stop rambling. And it's not too complicated. If you need help, you can just tell in the description if you're having problems or need the questions. And thank you for watching. Have a great day.